This is Blaze Movie Review, and today we're reviewing Zombieland 2. Alright, so coming into this movie, I had already seen the first one. It's a zombie flick, so if you like those. As far as actors, you know, Woody Harrelson's in it, love that guy. Jesse Eisenberg and Emma Stone are in it. And then there's a blonde girl who I thought was Dakota Fanning, but I don't think that anymore, so. The movie is 1 hour and 39 minutes long. And because of that, I watched the whole movie in one sitting, which may sound weird, but sometimes I like to break movies up into 2 segments. So as far as cleanliness goes, there's an adequate amount of swearing, which can be pretty much expected for any mainstream movie. As far as sexual content, there was, I would say, just a little, if any, and there was no nudity, thankfully. As far as violence, there's a hefty amount of violence. Of course, it's a zombie flick. So it took me a little while to get hooked into this movie. In fact, if I'm being honest, there's about a month period where about 4 times I tried to start this movie. This time I did get hooked pretty fast into it. The story of the movie is there's a group of friends in the zombie apocalypse. They're stationed at the White House. The 2 guys are kind of in love with the 2 girls. Jesse Eisenberg is in love with Emma Stone romantically, and then Woody Harrelson is kind of like a father figure to the Dakota Fanning character. And so both girls kind of get sketched out, and they decide to take off, so they leave. Emma Stone actually ends up coming back because the Dakota Fanning character ditches her for a hippie guy who doesn't believe in violence in a zombie apocalyptic world where literally the only thing you need to do to stay alive is have violence. At this point, Jesse Eisenberg has found a new girlfriend. There's just a random blonde girl walking around the mall by herself. Anyway, she brings some comedic value. She's kind of annoying. So they end up going to Graceland, which is Woody Harrelson's dream world. He's a huge Elvis fan. They end up meeting another squad of heroes. They fight some zombies. They go on some comedic quests, you know, what you would expect. And the zombies have evolved. So, spoiler alert. Now they've come to find the Dakota Fanning girl. She's living in of course, a hippie utopia now where they don't allow any weapons. So of course, Woody Harrelson is ticked about losing his guns, and we don't know why the blonde girl is still in the movie. Woody Harrelson decides to take off on his own, and while he's driving away, he sees a bajillion zombies running towards the utopia because they're shooting off fireworks. The one thing that attracts zombies, noise. They don't have any guns, so now they have to defeat a whole horde of zombies. Spoiler alert, no one dies. Alright, so as far as my ratings go, 5 categories. 1, expectations. 2, my experience watching the movie. 3, the acting. 4, the storyline. And 5, the overall. My expectations going into this were not very high, and just a continuation of some of the same humor. Pretty much delivered on those expectations. I give it a 6. Number 2, experience. This movie did keep me hooked the entire time, so I wasn't super distracted. I really actually enjoyed watching the movie. I didn't have anything else going on. If you literally had anything else distracting you, this probably wouldn't work. Because of the situation I was in, I give it an 8. Acting. This is a movie that really doesn't take itself too seriously. The actors were perfectly fine. I don't think they had to act too hard in this movie, so I give it a 6. Now the story here is where I kind of downgraded. It didn't do anything for me. I don't remember a single part where I necessarily laughed out loud. Story for me kind of flopped. I give it a 3. My overall grade for the movie, again, it wasn't great. It was fun to watch, but I would not probably watch it again. I think it capitalizes on a good prequel. That overall, I give the movie a 5. If I compile those numbers together, it gets a Blaze movie rating of 5.6 for me. Again, it wasn't great. I wouldn't watch it again. I hope they don't make a 3rd. If you got nothing else to do and you're bored out of your mind, check this movie out. If not, I wouldn't bother. That's it for Blaze Movie Reviews. It's been Zombieland 2, 5.6. Have a great day. God bless you.